I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaru nai. Mina wa boku o dame na yaku to omo. Kakami o mitsumeru boku o misakete iru. Kero naka ni wa okina chikara kibo ga aru. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape. No one understood the world that I was making. Look me in the face and tell me I was faking. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we fucking live? Banproof is back. Yeah, I am. What is going on, people? Hopefully my voice can hold it together, because I've been sitting here getting ready for the stream, and all of a sudden, like, I keep coughing and my throat feels really, really rough and like nasty. Do you know what I mean? And I spent the other night playing poker for several hours with somebody who tested positive for COVID, like the very next day. So with a weakened immune system, yay, that's exciting, right? What is up anyway, people? I hope you're all doing good. I hope you can hear me okay. And I hope the stream is working fine, because I didn't do it last week. But I'm here this week, and there was a good reason. I said I wouldn't not do it without good reason, right? And there was a good reason. But what's up? It's just Avery. Hey, how's it going? Metalhead sent a blank message or something. I don't know what he said, but what's up, Metalhead? What's up? We got Ryan up in here. Let's go. Real Ray Boss up in here. And we got Stevie. Hey, he says, what up, Banproof? What up, Stevie? How's it going? Metalhead with a skull emoji, which doesn't show up in my little thingy here, but it's okay. It's okay. We know what a skull looks like, right? Yes, we do. Especially if we're metal, we definitely know what. Please don't say I got fucking COVID, man. If I got COVID, I think I have to like have some weird antiviral medication or something. And yeah, I really hope not. Reboss with the medical mask emoji, right? And don't forget, Banproof emojis are available for in the chat, right? You just got to become a member. Become a member, hit the join button, and you can support the channel, and you get cool Banproof emojis to use. Laura's saying that her coughing is making me nervous, just like literally, since I've been sitting down here for like the last 20 minutes or so, getting ready for the stream, it's just, I've just started coughing, and my throat feels like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The balls, you know it. The GOAT, Mr. Jordan himself, right? It's just perfect hot. It's hot, right? I titled the stream, It's Getting Hot in Here. It's getting hot in here, you know? Because it's fucking hot. It's hot in here. Like, it's hot. I don't know what the temperature is, and I'm sure all you people in exotic parts of the world are in a way hotter climate than me. But it's just hot, and I don't deal well with hot. But basketball jerseys are like perfect hot weather attire, right? Because not only are they sleeveless, but they've got like loads of little holes in. You know what I mean? Like, they're like just full of holes. It's just airy and nice. So while I don't really have to want to sit here and show you all my sweaty armpits with a sleeveless top on while I'm streaming, deal with it, because I'm hot. So there you go. If you don't want to see my sweaty armpits, then just listen to this on audio. Pretend it's a podcast or something, and look away, because I'm hot. Okay, deal with it. Anyway, how you all doing, people? I didn't stream last week because me and Laura went to a local music festival called Ipswich Music Day. You may have seen the vlog on the channel. We made a vlog. It was a bit weird. I wasn't sure if it was really a very good vlog, so I don't know. Did any of you watch it? But I had the idea to like vlog it because I thought it'd be fun, because we were going out for the day. So I thought, as I can't stream, we'll vlog it instead. And so we vlogged it, but I kind of came away from there thinking it was just kind of us sitting around watching music all day. There wasn't really much to vlog, apart from me and Laura going on a waltzer ride, which spins you around really fast, and both coming off it feeling really, really sick. So it was fun, but we felt awful afterwards. Dr. J is in the house. What's up, Jay? How you doing, bro? Haven't had time to watch it yet. I hope you enjoy it, right? I hope you do. Ryan says it looked like you have fun. Love the vlog content. Okay, cool. But yeah, it was like one of those things where I was like, we're going out for the day. It's a nice day. We have fun, right? Heather says, did enjoy your video, day in the life. So I guess you enjoyed it, right? But yeah, I just kind of went out thinking, let's go do this fun stuff and we'll vlog it. And then when I left and I was on the way home, I was kind of like, we didn't really do a lot. We just kind of sat around and watched bands play. It was a good day. It was fun. It was hot. My head is like a little bit peely. Laura was moaning at me all day to wear a hat, and I didn't. And I got sunburnt on my head, so that happened too. Mustafa, what's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? And Jay says, just finished a 22-hour drive to get home from vacation. A little sleepy right now. A 22-hour drive? Holy shit, man. If you drove in the UK for 22 hours, like, you could go, like, as far north as possible and as far south as possible. Probably, like, 4 times or something. Like, it just goes to show the difference between the size of the US and the UK, right? But, yeah, that's why there was no stream last week. And then, yeah, this week, I managed to get the vlog video uploaded. So I'm trying to at least upload 1 video a week and 1 stream a week. Do you know what I mean? So that's the plan at the moment going forward. So I'm aiming for. So hopefully you enjoy it. Apart from that, I've just been working really and being hot. It's really hot. Just hot, right? Super hot. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, bro? Haven't tuned in since the spoof streams. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Hopefully you enjoy this stream too, Brandon. Very different to what you're used to probably. If you used to watch those old streams, which is going back like 2 or 3 years ago probably now. I mean, it's more than that, right? I mean, in 1 month's time, me and Laura will have been together for 3 years. So, we were doing the spoof streams before me and Laura were even together, right? So, it's been a long time, right? But hopefully you enjoy the show, Brandon. It's, like I say, completely different. We talk about completely different stuff. Still a little bit of Pokemon in there, but not necessarily Pokemon Go. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it, right? Hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, apart from that, I've just been working and being hot and being in pain and stuff like that. I did some silly things at work yesterday that I shouldn't have done maybe. Messed me up, right? And Laura killed Pogo. Niantic killed Pogo. It sucks, right? Pogo doesn't work on the iPhone 6 Plus, really? I mean, that is a really old phone now, right? What have I got? Like, I'm on an iPhone 13 now, so is that like 7 iPhones ago, right? You gotta end the support somewhere, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't play Uncharted 3 on a PlayStation 1. Do you know what I'm saying? You just can't, right? There has to be a limit, I guess. You have to end it somewhere. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, apart from that, nothing really exciting happening in the world of Banproof. That much. Played poker the other night. Lost all my money. Then applied for my first adult passport. That was a momentous occasion, right? I've never ever had a passport since I was a kid. I had a kid's passport. I went to Germany when I was like 13 or something. And I never ever had a passport since then. And now I have. We're planning to go to Disneyland in February and I can't wait, right? It's just Avery says, do I need to sell my iPhone, upgrade my iPhone? I guess if it doesn't work, I don't know. I don't play Pogo anymore, man. I haven't got a clue. But I guess. And Jay says, gonna tend to my sanity. I'll catch you on the replay for the stream. I'll be around for the next live stream though. Awesome, bro. You go get some rest, dude. 22-hour drive. Holy shit. Like, I've never driven a car before, but I know if I spend like 2 hours driving a forklift, like afterwards, my body's just like, oh, that was a lot of concentrating and shit. Do you know what I mean? Although over in the US, do you have to concentrate that much? The roads are just straight over there, right? That's the perception of US roads here in the UK, is that they're just straight lines. So it's probably quite easy, right? Probably quite easy. But yeah, I've never ever, yes, Metalhead, I've never had a passport. I've never been out of the country, apart from when I was 13. So that's this It's this many years ago. 23 years ago was probably the last time I went out of the country. Laura says, I'm so excited for Disney. Yes, I am. We're gonna go to Disneyland in February because it's my birthday, and finally getting a passport. And I had to get someone to confirm my identity, because apparently that's what you have to do when you get a passport for the first time. So they have to. It's weird, right? I don't know what it's like for other countries, but like in the UK, if you want to get your passport, like you have to get like a certain like caliber of person. Like you can't just get some homeless dude to say, yeah, that looks like you on your picture. Like you have to like get somebody who's in a certain profession to actually confirm your identity, right? So they have to be like a fucking lawyer or like doctor or like weird shit. You can't just get anyone to do it, right? And Jay says roads are not straight in the mountains. No, I guess not. Probably not, right? Probably not. But yeah, take it easy, Jay, man. I appreciate you stopping by to say hello. I'll see you soon, dude. And I'll see you in real life fairly soon too, right? So that's awesome. But yes, take it easy, J man. But yeah, you have to like, there's like a list of professions like teacher, lawyer, doctor, airplane pilot, like weird stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like director of a VAT registered company or some weird shit. I don't hang out with any of these kind of people. Have you met me? Like, Jesus Christ, like, metalhead is not an option. You know what I mean? Like, fellow retail work colleague is not an option. Do you know what I mean? So, luckily, Laura has a friend who is a registered nurse, and that was on the list. So, she confirmed that I am indeed who I say I am, and I'm not trying to, like, apply for British citizenship without actually being British. And that's been confirmed that it's all been done now. Now I have to send off like my birth certificate, my mother's birth certificate, which was a whole thing because my mum's in a care home with dementia, so I can't exactly just get her birth certificate off her easily. So I had to like apply to the National Registry Office for a copy of my mother's birth certificate so that I could then send that off to get. It's just, they make it so hard. And you have to pay £75 for the privilege. Crazy shit, but I think I've got, now that that identity has been confirmed, I can send off my paperwork and shit, and hopefully I will have a passport soon, right? And I can go to Disney. Metalhead said Disney in Florida or Cali. Actually, Disney in Paris. Euro Disney, Disneyland Paris. That's the closest one to us, obviously. It's the easiest and cheapest one to get to. And Laura's been to all the Disneys, right? Including China. So, she was said like, if you go to like Florida first, and then go to Paris afterwards, like Paris will be sucky. So she was like, let's go to Paris first, and then Florida will be awesome when you go. But Paris will still be good because you've never been to any Disney before. So that's the plan. We're gonna go to Paris in February. And I'm super excited because I'm a big kid and we get to stay in a Woody's Roundup themed hotel, which I'm all about that Toy Story life, right? Anyway, my throat is really dry. I don't know if you can tell by my voice or not, but it's really dry and I need a drink. So, is it okay if we have a little drink? Beer time with Banproof is back. Melhead says, I live right next to Disney in Florida. Let me know when that goes down. For sure, bro. I want to go on your one-wheeler. I've been seeing loads of people riding those around, man. I want to play. It wouldn't end well if I did, but they look super fun. But yeah, Florida one day. That's the expensive one if you're in the UK, right? You're talking like several £1,000s to be able to go, but it will happen one day. But yeah, I need a drink. And today's drink is, this one's been sat in my fridge for ages, and I saw it and I just kind of wanted to drink it. So it's a Brewmaster Premium Irish Nitro Stout, brewed in Ireland. I love stouts. I'm guessing just being a bog standard sort of stout, it's not going to have any like interesting storyline for Raid Boss for me to read out, because I know he loves it when I read my beers. But it's produced in Ireland, and that's about all the information we get. It is 4.2% alcohol by volume. Is a 440mm can, which is a normal size can for a beer here in the UK, and it definitely has gluten in it, which is another whole thing that's been happening lately, which I'll explain while I drink some beer. But I've been doing a whole gluten-free diet thing, which I know is really I say I know is really boring. I really know it's really boring, because it is, right? So this is a nitro one, so it's normally like super crazy to pour, so this might go horribly wrong. Oh, did you hear that? Jesus fuck. Well, that was I told you it's a nitro one, but let's try and pour it anyway. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so creamy. Look at, oh yes, that is what I'm talking about, people. How creamy that is. Oh, that is the bonus of a nitro. Look at that. Yes. Oh, whoa. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it looks like it's come off a tap. Whoa. That is fucking go everywhere. God. Wish I could show you, like, I'm going to try and do this without spilling it, because, like, my keyboard is here, my desk is here. But, look at that. Look at this. Look. Oh, yes. Look at that. I think that definitely dripped directly into my microphone. Oops. Wow. Okay, so that was good, but nice and dark. Irish stout. I don't know where that drip went, and it's worrying me, but hopefully you can hear me okay still. But I really need a drink, so. The nitro, like, just makes the whole thing like frothy and shit. And yes, Ray Boss, cheers, bro. The whole texture of the whole thing, it's just so good. It's creamy, it's chocolatey. That is proper. That is proper. I needed that. I really needed that. And not too heavy for a stout either. Being like a hot day today. Normally I think of stouts as like wintry beers. Do you know what I mean? And like a pale ale is more of a summery beer. But the consistency of it being nitro is still quite light, even though it's creamy, and it is it's good. It's good. I could drink that far too easily. Anyway, luckily that didn't go too terribly wrong. Allow me to wipe the remnants from my face. And yeah, gluten free is a thing. So thanks to Laura. So it's a whole thing. So the condition that I have is an inflammatory autoimmune condition, and it causes inflammation. We've spoken about it 100 times, but yeah, it causes inflammation in my spine and my joints, but also in my gut. Like bowel inflammation is a thing, right? And apparently it's quite well known that gluten can like trigger inflammation and exacerbate inflammatory conditions. So once Laura got wind of this, she was like, let's try gluten free and see how you go, right? So for the last week or so, apart from on the vlog, because I wanted a burger, like, I've got to have moments, do you know what I mean? But apart from that, and apart from having a beer, I have been eating everything gluten free. It's really depressing. Like everything good has gluten in it. If you like go to a shop and look at anything that tastes nice, it's probably got gluten in it. But I'm trying it. We're going to try it for a month, see how it goes. There will be some gluten, like I say. Like I'm still going to have a beer on a Sunday when I stream. And I'll still have a beer now and again too, obviously, especially in summertime. In this heat, yes, I'm having a beer. You can get gluten-free beer though. I'm going to try some. Maybe on a stream soon, we'll have a gluten-free beer to try. But yeah, it's just depressing. All the good stuff has gluten in it, and all the gluten-free alternatives are just nasty. So Laura got this gluten-free garlic bread, and it was just wrong. It was horrible. It was so dry and nasty. She tried to make gluten-free. I say she tried. I mean, she made gluten-free cookies, like chocolate cookies. And while I absolutely love the effort made for trying to make me some gluten-free cookies, they weren't good. They weren't good at all. They're horrible. They're she knows I appreciate it, but they just weren't good, right? They weren't good. I'm not being mean here and ungrateful, but they just weren't good. It was like dust. They're all crumbly, like without gluten in. There was nothing to like bind it together. They were just dry and powdery, and it was like sucking on a sponge. Like they just weren't good. Like yeah, see, Laura agreed. Like actual dust, she says. Like it just wasn't good, right? And yeah, so I love her to bits for trying, and she's been really not like helpful in encouraging me. She's been making all these like crazy like meals from scratch. Like she made gluten-free chicken nuggets from scratch and stuff like that. So I appreciate it, but the cookies were just they were a fail. I'm sorry, but they were a fail. They weren't good at all. They weren't good at all. So yeah, that's my thing at the minute. I'm trying to do gluten-free stuff. So yeah, it's just not good. Really, it's really boring. But I've done well. I'm sticking to it. It's hard. Like there's loads of times when I've wanted to just pick up something that has gluten in it, but I didn't. Right, I didn't. So I have been well behaved, and I have sorry, I'm trying to type a poll into the chat and talk at the same time, and I'm getting confused. But yeah, I've decided against it, and I've picked up things that are not filled with gluten. So I'm trying hard, and hopefully it makes me feel better. And if it doesn't, at least I can say I tried, right? I tried it, didn't work out, wasn't good, it didn't help, and I'll go back to eating gluten. It's fine, right? It's fine. So yeah, that's a thing at the moment. So apart from that, poll in the chat now. Which Pokemon pack would you like me to open on today's stream? Go to the overhead camera. You can see the 3 packs in question. We have a Shaman Brilliant Stars pack. We have a Typhlosion Astral Radiance pack. And we have a Samurott Astral Radiance pack. Real Ray Boss says Shaman for the win. And I probably agree. I mean, out of all those 3 Pokemon, if I had to pick one, I would probably pick Shaman, you know? But it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. So vote now in the chat. Gonna have another little sip of my beer, and the inside of my thighs is so sweaty. It's disgusting, man. It is disgusting. What's up, Randy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You did actually catch me live, just in time for me to talk about the sweaty insides of my thighs. So congratulations, you joined at the perfect time. But yes, vote now in the chat. I'm gonna have another little sip of my beer, and it's really good. It's really good. I can almost taste the gluten in it. It's good. Yes, indeed. That is very good. What's up, Retro John? How's it going, dude? Welcome. Thank you all for coming along live, by the way, while you vote. I do appreciate it. This would be pretty pointless if you guys weren't here, so thank you. And thank you for all the likes. We've got 9 viewers right now and 10 likes. So I appreciate it. I really do. Every week, people still keep turning up to watch me sit here and talk complete shit. So I appreciate it. So there's not that many people watching, and we've had a few votes already. And it looks like in the poll, that's what it's called, not a vlog. I keep thinking about that vlog I made the other day. In the poll, it looks like Shaman is the winner. So if you didn't vote now, too late. Sorry. Too late. Yes, Shaman wins with 42% of votes, Typhlosion 28% of votes, and Samurot got 28% of the votes. So today we are going to open up. We're going to take these two away, and they go back over here in the pile. So there's also another one there. Look. They go into the pile for next week's poll, next week's stream. And today, we will open up a pack of Shaman artwork. Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars. So, let's see if it's still got the thing where you can't open them anymore, like how you used to. Like, oh no, this one's an easy one. Look at that. Look, that's what I want. This little flap, do you know what I mean? You know when you got to get your fingers between the flaps and then just give it a little rub. Do you know what I mean? Like gentle sort of work your way up towards this sort of hooded shape at the top. Do you see what I'm saying? Get your finger between the flaps and just sort of rub it here. Do you know what I mean? And then you you open the pack and then it comes open easy, right? It comes open really easy, and it allows for easy entry. Do you know what I'm saying? So, here's a code card. If you want a code card, here is a code card. That is yours if you want it. That is yours if you want it. Educational stream. We go 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to the front. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, right? These cards are like cut fucked up. Like, there's no way you'd be able to see on camera, but like they're not cut the same size. Like, if I hold them together like this, like I can feel that one of the cards is like bigger than the others. Like they don't all line up together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the energy card is bigger. This is definitely like an off-cut code card. Like this black border here is way smaller than the other side. But the cards are all like quality control from the Pokemon Company. This energy card is too big. Like it's bigger than the rest of the cards in the pack. I wish I could make that come across better on stream, but I can't. But trust me, just trust me. We have a turtle with a tree on its back. We have Barry. What up, Bazza? We got Clang. We got Dignity. That is cool artwork. Look at that. Look at that badass little mouse Pokemon. We have a Farfetch'd. Okay. Crazy artwork there. Okay, Farfetch'd. Okay, we have a Farfetch'd. We have a Duskull. I do like Duskull. It's a cool Pokemon. We have a Grimer. Again, cool artwork, right? Cool artwork. We have a Shinx playing with his tail. The shiny tail, look. It's like a shiny sparkle tail. And he has shiny sparkle ears too. And we have a Magmar. Okay, really weird. Look at that. That looks like it should be on the front of a Christmas card or something, right? Reverse holographic Magmar. And then again, the card at the back feels weirdly cut. It feels there's like movement. But what did we get? What did we get? We got a Golurk, non-holographic, like, which feels bigger than all the other cards in the pack. Like I can't demonstrate it for you, right? But trust me, like, it just feels weird. It doesn't feel right. Something's not right with it, right? Yes, we got a reverse holographic Magmar, which is a common. And we got nothing else. So can go onto the pile over here. Do you like my new cool Vans sunglasses, by the way? Check them out. They're pretty sick, right? They're pretty sick. I'm on a Vans kick lately. I've got new Vans backpacks, new Vans sunglasses. Now I have contact lenses. I can just get like normal sunglasses, which is like thing. Like I've never been able to get just normal sunglasses because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see, right? But now I have contact lenses. I can just pop my contact lenses in and bust out some normal sunglasses and be like one of those cool dudes that rock the sunnies. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never been one of those guys before. Now I can be. I'm sweating like a motherfucker right now. It is so hot. So hot. So hot. But I think it's time for like some mail. But I'm just gonna have a little sip of my beer again. It's good. Good. That is so fucking yummy. So yummy. So yeah, we don't have a little bumper thing to play before the mail time, but I think last time it went something like this, right? Banproof's gonna open the mail. He's gonna open up lots of boxes. There might be something fun in the boxes, but we don't know what's in the boxes. The mail in the boxes. It went something like that, right? So I haven't really got much fun to open today, but there's a couple bits, so I'll share them with you. I'm poor lately, right? Okay, I haven't been able to buy loads of stuff, right? The first one I can't open, but Metalhead in particular will appreciate it. So this will be a video coming up soon. If you look at that, XFlipPro, flip or not, right? So XFlipPro are a fingerboard company. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before, Metalhead. You may have done. You may not have done. But I know Metalhead got me off. You can see it like just here on the stream in my background. Next to that Ultra Ball is a tech deck. Metalhead sent it to me, right? And that got me like interested in fucking with tech decks and fingerboards and shit. I made one video about fingerboards from a company called Skull Fingerboards. And it did quite well on my YouTube channel, right? It's had quite a few views. So I randomly the other day got an email from a company called XFlipPro. And I mean, at first they said, do you want to do a sponsored video? Like, we're trying to promote a new product that we're releasing. We're paying YouTubers to talk about it and make a video about it, right? And I was like, no. I thought about it, and yes, I could easily just say, okay, pay me this much money, I'll make a video about your thing. But I was like, look, let's be fair. The people that watch my channel are not really like fingerboard enthusiasts and shit, right? So, I was like, I don't think my audience is the right people for you. And I think really it'll be a waste of time for you, a waste of money for you, it'll be a waste of time for me, and a waste of a video for me, and So, how about, because the Skull Fingerboards mystery box video that I did so well on the channel, how about instead of you paying me to promote a certain product, if you just send me a mystery box of fingerboard things, I'll open it in a video and we'll make a video about it. And so you'd have to pay me. Just send me something fun. So I got this little box. I don't know what's inside it. It feels pretty packed full. I haven't opened it yet, obviously. It's a mystery. But there'll be a video. This will probably be the next video on the channel coming up. It turned up, and it turned up really quickly. So I was impressed. So that's coming up soon. But I thought I'd give you a little heads up on that, right? What's Randy saying? Here in Florida, for my game room, I bought one of those portable ACs for $250. You just stick the hose in the window, and it's nothing in cost. It's amazing. Yes, I have one of those. And yeah, we paid, I can't remember what we paid for it, like £150 here in the UK or something for it, right? Put the hose out the window. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. However, I don't know what it's like in the US at the moment, but here in the UK, there's like this fucking like, what they're calling it the cost of living crisis, right? And like everything's stupidly expensive, like especially energy costs, right? I don't know, it's something to do with Russia, it's to do with other things as well, but like various factors in the UK and worldwide economy have led to this cost of living crisis, which means that like So this, our electricity bill like a year ago was like for electricity and gas. So we have like obviously we have an electric bill and we have a gas bill because here in the UK our homes are generally heated by gas. Our water is heated by gas. I don't know if that's the same elsewhere in the world. But yeah, here we generally have a boiler which heats up the hot water. It uses natural gas and it burns it. And that heats up the water. And then also we have central heating with radiators which are pumped full of hot water to keep the house warm in the winter. So our bill for electricity and gas was like £70 or something, right? And Laura can correct me if I'm wrong because she deals with the money stuff with the house because even though she's like 11 years younger than me, she's the more grown up one when it comes to money, right? I mean, look at what I'm surrounded by. I can't help myself, okay? So yeah, she deals with all that shit, but I just give her money when I get paid and be like, just look after that, babe, because I'll fucking get it wrong, right, and fuck it up. But I think it was like £70 or something like a year ago, and then it went up to like 100 and something pounds, £120 or something, and then it's just gone up again to like £150. So in a year, it's like doubled. And apparently in October, they expect it's gone up to £189 a month. That's £200. So in dollars, that's what? I don't know. Let's work it out. Alexa, what's £189 in dollars?
£189 is about $227 and 31 cents.
Thank you, my artificial intelligence friend. 200 and how many? She said, did you hear it? I don't know. I can't remember. I forgot. But 200 and something dollars every month just for energy and just for in the home, like energy for me and Laura. There's two people in the house, right? There's two of us, and $227 per month for just energy for the home. And I mean, yes, I've got a computer and like stuff, but bear in mind that we both work full time, so 5 days a week we're barely here, right? We're only here in like evenings and on our 2 days off a week, during which time we're probably out somewhere doing something anyway on our days off. Do you know what I mean? And we pay £189 or $227 every single month for energy, and that's before we turn the portable air conditioning unit on, which admittedly does work amazingly, and it does turn whichever room you put it in into a walk-in fridge, and I love it, and it's the best thing in the world when it's hot, right? It is the best thing in the world when it's hot. But $227, 189 Great British pounds per month for electricity and gas, which we barely are using because it's summertime, so we're not using heating right now. It heats our water. If we have a bath or a shower, it heats the water. If we do like washing the dishes, we use the hot water, right? Apart from that, we don't use the gas, right? The gas does nothing else. And electricity, where there's a few lights, but all of which are LEDs. They're all low energy efficient LED light bulbs in the whole house, everywhere. A TV, and a TV in the bedroom, which we have one on at a time, and a fridge which is on all the time, obviously, and the internet, like modem and router, is on all the time. And that for that privilege we pay £189 or $227 a month. So that's why we haven't turned on the air conditioning unit yet, because we're fucking shit scared. Because apparently in October it's going to go up by another 50% again, to the point where the government are like giving people payouts off their electricity bill in order just to try and make it affordable for low income people. Like we can afford it, right? We both work. We're lucky. We can afford it. Barely, right? Barely, but we can afford it. But yeah, for people that have got like lots of kids and they use even more energy than us, and they probably can't work as much as us because they've got like young kids or whatever. yeah, the like you can't afford to pay for it, right? So yeah, like the government's like giving, I think in October because they're planning that it's going to go up so much, they're giving you like £100 off your bill for like 3 months or something, just to try and make it bearable and actually be people to be able to afford to stay alive and stay warm in the winter. It's fucking crazy. I don't know how it happened. I do know that all of the energy like companies are all posting like record fucking profits, so it's not like they're losing any money on it anywhere. They're definitely passing the cost on to us, right? And yeah, like Laura says, like the woman at the shop today, it felt so bad for her. So there's a lady in the shop today, comes up to us and asks us if we have 10 pence, 10 British pence, which is a tenth of a pound, which is therefore probably like 12 cents or something in the US, right? She comes up to us in the shop. We just went to get a drink and some like, I don't even know what we got, some chocolate or something, right? Yeah. Some chocolate without gluten in because I can eat that. And this lady comes up to us in the shop and she's like, have you got 10 pence? Because I've just picked up my milk and whatever, and I thought I had enough cash on me, but I don't. I'm 10 pence short. And me and Laura, well, I mean, we pay for everything with our phones, like Apple Pay, right? So we don't really ever have cash on us, so we couldn't help. But she gets to the till and she's got like a fucking bag full of pennies, and she's like, I need to pay for my milk and whatever else she had, like everyday essential things. Like she wasn't being lavish like we were buying chocolate. Do you know what I mean? And she was having to pay for it with a bag full of pennies, because she's obviously struggling as far as money goes, right? And some fucking douchebag in the queue in front of us is like huffing and puffing and shaking his head because he's got to wait a little while the guy behind the counter counts up this lady's fucking pennies. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, I hope that's you one day. Do you know what I mean? I hope you, with your fucking whatever privilege you have, with your fucking buying whatever you're buying in the shop, which is so important that you can't wait like an extra 3 minutes while the guy behind the counter counts up a few pennies, right? Not like, what are you doing in the next 3 minutes that's so important that you can't wait for this poor lady who's paying in pennies? Like, and good for her. Like I said to Laura, like, a lot of people in that situation, you could be driven to just go and steal food from somewhere or whatever. Do you know what I mean? She's not. She's like scraped up the money that she has to buy the essential things like milk and shit and gone to the shop to pay for it. So good for her. And this fucking douchebag in the queue in front of us is like whining about it. And I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Do you know what I mean? Fuck you. Like, this poor lady's obviously struggling. Like, I hope to God that one day you're struggling like that, and when you need 10p, and I hope there's people that don't want to help you out because you're a fucking douchebag. But yeah, like that's the UK right now, right? That's the UK right now. Randy says to keep my free over 2 house at 75 every month, it's only 150. Well, I don't know what a 3-2 house is. Is it like 3 bedrooms, 2 living rooms or something? I don't know. That is that like a US term? I haven't heard that term before. Is it like 3 up, 2 down or something? Is that a thing? Like, I don't know. But yeah, it costs $150, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Okay. So for comparison, we have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. That's what we have. Yeah, I've never seen it listed out like that. And here in the UK, like we just tend to go by bedrooms. So you have like a 2-bedroom house or a 3-bedroom house or a 4-bedroom house if you've got lots of money, or a 1-bedroom house or a 1-bedroom flat or something like that, or 1-bedroom apartment, you know. But yeah, I've never heard it talked about like that. But yes, we have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and 2 people. Nobody else lives here. Like, there's just the 2 of us. So yeah, it's crazy, right? Around to the lack of humanity out there these days is insane. Myself and my family are doing just fine since we both work well-paying jobs. I feel like some people forget the struggle. Absolutely. Like, I can remember when my daughter was young and I wasn't earning like I was now, and like my ex wasn't working at the time because my daughter was so young, and we were struggling. Like, and there was times when we had to scrape some coins together to go get some things to be able to feed my daughter. Do you know what I mean? So like, I've been there. I guess this fucking douchebag either has never been there or is like just an asshole and has been there and has forgotten what it's like to struggle and thinks he's superior for some reason. But fuck that guy, right? Fuck that guy. Anyway, we were going to open some mail. I showed you a box that I can't open. Aside from that, there's one of my favorite times of the month. I haven't shared it with you guys on the stream before, but I thought I would this time, right? Is this, right? Beer 52, not sponsored. Just a service that I use and I have used for like religiously for like probably a good couple of years now, every single month. And Beer 52 is a service which is, as you know, I like my beers, right? It's a service where every month you get, I don't know how much you pay. I found a golden ticket. This entitles one of your friends to receive their first case of beer completely free. So yeah, I think I gave one of those to my friend before. But yeah, maybe someone can make use of that. But basically, every month, look, you get this little cool package. It kind of reminds me of Christmas. We used to get these like Christmas hampers when I was a kid, and they came in boxes like this. They'd have like cans of like Coke and stuff in, like Fanta, and then like snacks and shit, like and like various Christmassy things, right? But this is a beer one, and I like beer, so every month I get 10 random beers delivered to my door, as well as a couple of snacks. The snacks for which this time have probably got gluten in. Have these got gluten in? Chickpeas, palm oil, vegan bacon seasoning. No gluten. So these are cheeky, banging bacon flavored chickpeas. Interesting. Laura says she just looks forward to the snacks. Yeah. So basically, Laura usually eats the snacks and I drink the beer. But we got those. Then we've got another little snack packet, which is, I can't really read it. What does it say? Chili and garlic pita chips. Wheat flour is the first ingredient on them, so that's definitely gluten. So yes. But yeah, you get those fun stuff, and then you get beers, right? So we've got this one, which is a Slight Bend IPA by the Winding Path Brewing Company. Then we have, what's this? Oh. Purple Monkey Dishwasher Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter. That sounds like my kind of beer, right? What else did we get? We got another one from Winding Path, which is a Pilsner. Good beer for a summery day, usually. I don't know about that particular one. We have Softly Falling Darkness, which is an oatmeal stout. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Oatmeal stout. Super cool can. Cool packaging. We have a bottle, which is hazy pale ale. I like my hazy pale ales. Haze Charmer. Dry hopped hazy pale ale. These have probably all got gluten in. Wheat, yes, wheat. Softly Falling Darkness sounds lovely. It does, doesn't it? What does it say about that one? Does it say daylight wanes and night descends? Hearty malts come out to play. Settle in with this deep, rich stout, softened by heaps of oats and velvety notes of chocolate. And as you know, I like my stouts and porters. Then there's 5 more in there. What else did we get? That's a bright can. Look at that. I love lamp. A pineapple Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen? Did I say that right, Raid Boss? That looks German to me. Hefeweizen. Right? Weizen, does that mean something to do with white? Weiss is white, right? Is that right? And Hefe is, don't know what Hefe is. Translation, please. Hefeweizen. This refreshing German Hefeweizen got taken on a tropical vacation with the addition of natural pineapple flavor. Does this go against the German beer purity law? Yep. Is that the way we like it? Also, yep. That sounds good. A pineapple Hefeweizen. Right? This one is called Can You Dig It? Sucker! It's a Dig It Cream Ale. Bald birds. It looks like me on the front. But with birds on my head. Alright? I don't know what a cream ale is, but it has malted barley in. Is barley gluten? A brew wheat beer is what Hefeweizen is. Thank you, Ray Boss. I knew you'd be able to help. Did I say it right though, most importantly? Is it pronounced Hefeweizen? This one looks like another porter. I like my porter. 885 porter. Say about that. Malty, roasty porter with notes of toffee and chocolate. Winding Path again. Several from Winding Path. So I don't know what the theme of this. There's normally like a theme to the beers that you get, right? And the last one is Orange is the New Ale. Susquehanna. Susquehanna Hat Company. Do you know that? Famous Susquehanna Hat Company. Does this have orange in? Because then it's going to be like that shit that you guys told me to try before, which you call Blue Moon? Blue Moon? Is that what it's called? The one with orange in? It was disgusting. I hated it. This one says, according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy. That's not what I was looking for, but thanks. Ale brewed with blood orange juice. So, yes, it has orange in it. So, I'm not looking forward to that. Is it called Blue Moon, that stuff? I didn't like it at all. Then there's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, you get 10. You get 10. The last one is, what's this? A Mexican-style lager from Shy Bear Brewing with a cute little bear on it covering his eyes. A pretty can. It's pink with like flowery shit on. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty for a can of beer, isn't it? And it's a Mexican lager. Don't know if it's any good. I'm not really a lager person, but it's sometimes, again, when it's sunny, a classic lager. And then usually, you also get like a magazine with it. But it's in there. It's in there. It's in there. You get a Ferment magazine, which is like a beer-related magazine. Has all random things about different breweries and stuff. And then it gives you like lots of advertising. And usually there's a section in here somewhere that goes over the beers. So yes, you can see here. These are some of the beers that we saw. And so yeah, Orange is the New Ale is here, right? And it tells you about it. It tells you that it's quite fruity, sweet, has a good mouth feel, 4.2%, a very effervescent finish. And yeah, it tells you about the beers that you get inside your thing. And then, like I say, a load of other stuff as well, like articles about beer. About Walter here, who is the co-founder of Heppel Spirits. Walter, good guy. He makes beer. He's a good guy. But yeah, that's the thing. Susquehanna Brewing Company, not the same as Susquehanna Hat Company. But yes, that is the Beer 52 box. I don't know if that was really, really boring for you guys. Now I have a desk covered in beer. And I just destroyed the box, so I can't put them back in the box. I'm probably going to have to just put them on the floor for now. So if there is anybody still watching after that, which, like I say, might have been rather boring. Whatever, right? Raybus says it's a good way to try out different kind of beers. Absolutely. That's why I like to do it. Because I do like beer. And I do like to try a whole load of different beer. So for the fee of like, I think it's like £20 something a month. It's not cheap for 10 beers really, but I like the variety, and my fridge is always filled with random beers, especially because I went a good 2 or 3 months without drinking any beer for a while. So I like stocked up. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm behind, and Now there's like, do you know what I mean? So now I constantly have a fridge full of random, tasty, different selection of beer, which is great. And if I ever go to a friend's house, like when I went to play poker the other day, I just grab a handful of random beers out of the fridge and we go over and play poker. Or if some friends come around, I've got like, what kind of beer do you want? Do you want like a porter? Do you want a pale ale? Do you want a lager? Do you want a pilsner? Do you want a hefeweizen? And I have them all. Ooh. And this one says, if candy and beer had a beautiful liquid baby, do you like chocolate and peanut butter but hate all that pesky chewing? Give your teeth a vacation with our rich, full-bodied chocolate peanut butter porter. That, I think, is going to be my favourite from this month's. And yes, Mosstown, yeah, absolutely. If there's a certain one you like, you can then order it from Beer 52. You can order like a case of that specific beer. I've never done that because I just like the variety. Do you know what I mean? Like the variety, right? You learned a new German word. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen. It's fun to say too, right? That's a good thing about German words. They're fun to say, right? I got up on my high horse about German language stuff the other day, and we were watching a quiz show on TV. And the question was, which like suffix on a word means like a hill or mountain or something? And it was like Berg, Dorf, and something else. Like, so like, you know how you get like Dusseldorf and places like with that on the end of their names. Which one means mountain? And the guy goes, well, it's not Berg because Berg means castle. And I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I got rowdy and I was like, Berg is the one. Berg is the answer. And this guy was, it must be Dorf because Berg means castle. No. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ray Boss, but I'm pretty certain that the German word for castle is Schloss. And I was like, fuck you. I know more German than you. I get rowdy when I'm watching quiz shows on TV. Kipster says, what kind of beer is that? It is a chocolate peanut butter porter called Purple Monkey Dishwasher by Evil Genius Brewing Company. I guess they're called. I don't know. It just says Evil Genius, but I'm guessing it's Evil Genius Beer Company from Philadelphia. Schloss's Castle. Yeah, boy. See, I know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So yeah, I was like, if you don't know what it is, it's fine. Like I'm all for people learning new stuff, right? I don't know everything. I know lots, but I don't know everything. But like, don't pretend like you know, right? Like, just because nobody else there probably knows how to say castle in German, like, you got no risk of being called out. So you're just gonna like stand there and pretend that you know what Berg means. Like, no, you don't. You don't know what it means. Like, you don't, right? So don't pretend. Like, that's the most annoying thing to me, right? Is people who act like they know something when they clearly don't. So, like, if you don't know, just say you don't know. The best thing you can do if you don't know the answer to something, or you don't know what something means, or you don't understand something, just say, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm not sure. Please enlighten me, and I will learn, and next time I will know. That's the best thing you can do. Don't act like you know shit when you don't, because that is when you start to look like a fucking dick, alright? That is when you make yourself look like an absolute fucking idiot, when you're pretending you know shit that you don't know, because Berg does not mean castle in German. Yeah. That weird flex, I know, right? But it made me mad. It made me mad. Like, it wasn't the fact he was wrong that made me mad. It was the fact he was pretending that he knew what it meant. You say, I don't know what any of them mean, but I'm going to guess that it's Dorf. Just say that. Don't pretend like you know shit if you don't. For fuck's sake. What's wrong with people? What is wrong with people? I have one more package to open anyway after running through all that beer. And that one is from Amazon. Allow me to... That. Anybody else watch Adam Savage tested channel on YouTube, by the way. Just cutting things made me think of it. I've become rather obsessed with it in the last few days. He made like a sword out of wood, and it was sick. Check it out if you're a nerd. Check it out. You'll probably like it. So this package from Amazon contains within this. It is. Let's go overhead, shall we? Let's go overhead. It is a McFarlane Mandarin Spawn figure, gold label version. Look at the armor on that bad boy. Look at that shit. Tell me that armor's not cool as fuck. Spawn is just like metal, right? Like Spawn is just like super metal. Like he is Spawn of hell, right? So yeah, Spawn is awesome. And this was on sale on Amazon for like $8.99. Mandarin Spawn I'm not so familiar with. Normal Spawn I know. Gunslinger Spawn I know. Mandarin Spawn I'm not so familiar with. But just look at it. Look at the face. Like, do you know what I mean? Cool face. Cool crazy armor with like a dragon demon face on it. Skulls all over it and shit. Like crazy little intricacies like Chinese dragons and stuff on the blades. Like I say, not really so familiar with Mandarin Spawn as opposed to other Spawn characters, but McFarlane Gold Label. I don't know why this one's a gold label. Usually the gold label versions are like variants, so it's like a different paint job or like a different, like something different about it. Do you know what I mean? Like they made a DC Batman one where the gold label version was it had like a light up chest piece on it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it just looks fucking cool, right? So I picked it up. So yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool indeed. I'm a fan. So I am probably going to open this up on a video at some point in the channel in the future because I like opening up action figures. It's fun to me. Hopefully you guys find it fun too. It's one of the things I like. Next video will probably be the fingerboard stuff. I'll open that up soon. And 10 beers, that's 10 more streams, right? Because I only drink 1 beer a week. Absolutely. That is very, very true. I'm rambling a lot today. And we're not getting through things very quickly. But it's time for some news. This week on the nerd news, as I've called it, I don't like the name of it. I'm going to think of something better than that. Nerd news, that just sounds a bit dumb, doesn't it? But yeah, a few quick stories that I wanted to run through with you today, peoples. The first one is that Mega Constructs have announced a Power of Grayskull set, which, look at that. How cool is that? It's Mega Constructs, like Castle Grayskull. It's a bit lame for a Castle Grayskull, really. But you get 2 like minifigs, I guess. They're not minifigs, obviously, because they're not Lego. But you get 2 different. You get Prince Adam and you get He-Man. And apparently there's like a revolving platform so that you can like put Prince Adam on there. And then you can like revolve it around. And Prince Adam calls upon the power of Grayskull. By the power of Grayskull! And then he, like, it revolves and he turns into He-Man. Right? Pretty cool, right? Looks like it comes in a box. Right? Looks like it comes in a box. Raybox knows what's up. Kipster says, I still buy action figures. Love them. Me too, bro. I do. I really do. I absolutely love them. So, yeah. Get used to it on the channel. We're going to talk about action figures quite a lot because I love action figures. I just love fun shit, right? But yeah, that was the first thing I wanted to talk about on the news this week. Randy says that's not bad for them. It's not. There's also like a Snake Mountain one as well. I wonder if I can find that quickly for you. Snake Mountain Mega Constructs. I think it's like a Mattel Creations or something, right? Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Can you see it? Can I just open the image, please? Open image in it. Tab. There we go. Look at that. Zoom in on it a bit. Look at that. Snake Mountain. It's got all the characters in it, right? It's got like Trapjaw. It's got Evil Lyn. It's got Ram Man. It's got He-Man. Skeletor. And Webstore, I think that is, looking at it from afar. It's even got like the Sarlacc pit and like Sarlacc is Star Wars. What's this one called? What's this pit called in He-Man? I can't remember what it's called. It's not a Sarlacc, obviously. But yeah, Connor, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, and it's got like full Snake Mountain, like with the snake. Like, how cool is that? That's pretty cool for Mega Constructs, right? Like the Castle Grayskull is one thing, but that's something else. Rayboss says the snake looks like Rayquaza. Yeah, it really does, actually, right? It really does. But yeah, the Mega Constructs He-Man thing, like Castle Grayskull. Look at it. I thought it was cool. I liked how it came with a Prince Adam and a He-Man. I thought that was pretty cool. Next up, the Star Wars Vintage Collection has announced the Rescue set. People are saying it looks like it's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, possibly. There's not a lot of information on it yet, but there are several pictures of it. But essentially, it's a Vintage Collection set which has a Dark Trooper, and it looks like it comes with these cool flame effects, right? It's got Mando with flame effects and like the rockets too, like the little rocket. Do you know what I mean? There's like multiple rockets firing out at the same time here. It looks really cool. Then it comes with Moff Gideon and a tiny little Grogu as well. Moff Gideon, I don't know if that differs much to the normal Moff Gideon, which again, I just have a house full of random action figures that I've never opened. But here is a Moff Gideon Vintage Collection figure, which I never got around to opening yet. Does it look the same? It looks very similar, right? The face sculpt might be different, I'm not sure. But definitely looks very similar. So it might just be a reuse of that figure, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the thing. And yeah, it just looked really cool. And I like the Vintage Collection. I like the fact that with Vintage Collection, they're not stupidly expensive, but it comes in this cool display box as well. I'm guessing they're not going full plastic-free packaging on a Vintage Collection yet, because this definitely has plastic in it still. Whereas Marvel Legends has now gone plastic-free packaging. It comes in a cardboard box with no window, and it sucks. Have I seen The Mandalorian? Absolutely, I've seen The Mandalorian, man. I absolutely love it. But yeah, there's the actual, like, it just looks really cool. And these flame effects on the Dark Trooper, I thought it was really awesome looking. I don't know if this Mando is the same or similar to the Mando. He has a cape, actually, which is made out of soft goods. I think my Mando Vintage Collection has like a rubber cape. This looks like it's made of actual material, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from pictures. But it looks good, and I'd love to pick one up. But if it's going to be SDCC exclusive, it's probably going to be impossible to get hold of. Anyway, the next story is one that I was not so sure about, but I thought I'd share it because everybody knows my favorite Pokemon is Psyduck, and they have announced that Sailor Senshi, whatever that is, Psyduck transforms into a Sailor Senshi in a new line of unofficial Pokemon / Sailor Moon crossover figures. And it's just weird, right? Look at that. It's just weird, like. I've watched a lot of like anime and stuff, but like Sailor Moon, I never really got it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just never really got it. So yeah, this is like a Sailor Moon Psyduck crossover. Raybot says poor Psyduck. Absolutely. 13 centimeter tall figures and will set back collectors $95 US. $95 US for this creepy fucking shit. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I agree with you, Randy. WTF indeed. I don't know. I don't know when they're coming out. I don't know where they're coming out. Don't really know much more about it. But that's the thing, apparently. That is a thing. I don't know. Like, it's so weird. Like, it is so weird. So very weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just look at it. I don't even need to say anything. Just look at it. Just take it in. It's dumb. I don't get it. Are people gonna buy that? Like, I love Psyduck and I love collecting Psyduck related things, but I wouldn't go for that. Would you? Would anyone? I mean, some maybe like serious Sailor Moon / Pokemon fans would go for that. I wouldn't go for that. I just wouldn't go for that. I just wouldn't. So weird. So weird. The next news story is from Metallica. And after basically the whole Stranger Things thing, Metallica have basically told people to fuck off, stop gatekeeping Metallica. And like people get mad because like people have seen Stranger Things and now they've heard Master of Puppets and now they're listening to Metallica. But they're not real Metallica fans, man. Like, they only know Metallica because of Stranger Things. You only know Metallica because of the first time you heard it too, right? Everybody heard Metallica for the first time somewhere. And it could have been on a soundtrack to something. It could have been on a local weird, like, rock radio station. It could have been around a friend's house. It could have been... I don't know where I first heard Metallica. I think possibly the first Metallica song I ever did hear was probably Sad But True. And I think I heard it at like a... I don't know. I can remember getting... I mean, Master of Puppets came out in 86, right? Which is the year I was born. So I wasn't listening to that then. But everybody heard Metallica for the first time. I can't remember the first time I heard Metallica myself and where I was or what I was listening to. I'm not sure. I feel like it was Sad But True though. Like, it makes sense, right? That it would be Black Album. But yeah, like basically everyone's getting mad about it and Metallica straight up just said, everyone is welcome in the Metallica family, whether you've been a fan for 40 hours or 40 years, we all share a bond for your music. All of you started at ground zero at one point in time. Raise the horns, you know what I mean? You have Metallica on your arms. Yes, I do. I have To Live Is To Die on my arms from the And Justice for All album. Yes, I absolutely love that song and the meaning behind it. But yeah, I'm a massive Metallica fan, obviously. And yeah, but just because I've been listening to Metallica for like 25 years or something, doesn't make me any better than somebody who listened to Metallica for the first time yesterday, right? If you watched Stranger Things and heard Master of Puppets for the first time, you never heard Metallica before, and you were like, that is fucking sick, right? Good. Like, you're going to go look for more Metallica music, and you are going to potentially find loads more Metallica songs that you like, and then you're potentially going to find, like, Anthrax and Slayer and Exodus and all those other like Bay Area thrash bands, do you know what I mean, that are linked to Metallica, Megadeth, you know what I mean? That's good, right? More metal fans is good. I don't care if you're like a 10-year-old watching Stranger Things or if you're like an 80-year-old who's never listened to metal music before for whatever reason. If you hear it and you like it, then awesome, we share something in common, right? We both like metal music, right? And I don't care who you are. And if you liked Master of Puppets because you saw it on Stranger Things and you spoke to me about it, I would be like, awesome, dude. If you like that, then like you should listen to like Creeping Death. Maybe you'll like Creeping Death, or you know, maybe you'll like other songs like Metallica songs. You know what I mean? Like maybe you'll like Orion, or maybe you'll like whatever, or maybe you'll wanna pick up a guitar because you saw Eddie in Stranger Things playing a guitar and playing Master of Puppets, and in 20 years time you're in the next big metal band, and it's all because of this epic moment in Stranger Things of seeing Eddie play Master of Puppets. Do you know what I mean? Like, You're not better than somebody just because you listen to Metallica for longer, right? You're not. You're just not. So it was awesome to see Metallica say that too. And I think it shows how mature some of the metal community is nowadays. Do you know what I mean? When I was younger, yeah, it was definitely like metal is our thing. No one else can have it. Like, this is our thing. If you don't know every single Metallica song ever, and every single word and every single solo, like, you can't say you're a real Metallica fan, right? But we're not in that world anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's bands where I hear one song of it and it's the only song I've ever heard, and I like that song. And I go on Ghost, for example. There's one Ghost song that I like, and I tried listening to some other Ghost songs and I just don't like it, but I love that song, and I really would love to like get the Ghost t-shirt related to the album with that song on. But if you're gonna come up to me grilling me because I'm wearing a Ghost t-shirt because I don't know every single Ghost song ever, like, I don't care, because I'll be like, it's okay, I like one song. Like, it's a weird fucking society, right? Weird society. Randy says, I love it when people keep things that they do not own or make money off. No, absolutely, right? Best metal band ever is Creed. Yeah. But yeah, like, I thought it was cool for Metallica to just come out and say, like, shut the fuck up. If somebody likes Metallica and they've just heard it for the first time, that's okay. You don't have to, like, try and think you're better than them, because you're not. You're probably worse than them, actually. If you're that kind of person, you're probably worse than them. Last penultimate news story, actually, for this week, is Nintendo's adding Pokemon Puzzle League to Switch's online expansion pack, which is apparently an N64 Pokemon game, and it's a Pokemon game that I've never ever played, right? So Nintendo have slowly been adding more and more N64 games to the Switch, like Switch Online expansion pack. So you get the Switch Online games, like you get some NES games and stuff. If you pay for the expansion pack, which is more, you get a bunch of N64 games too. And from, is it the 15th of July, if I remember rightly? Is it the 15th? The 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th, the 15th of July. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yes, from the 15th of July, Pokemon Puzzle League is coming to...
New type of Pokemon battle.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to... There you go. Pokemon Puzzle League is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. Like I say, I've never played it before. I never had this game on the N64. I don't know what's going on with Jesse and James here. Interesting, but it's like one of these kind of like Tetris-y, Buster movie puzzle games. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. I'm guessing it's kind of like, it's a bit like Dr. Mario by the looks. It's like, it's a mix of all those kind of games, right? I don't really know if it's a direct clone of anything or if it's got anything unique about it. It looks like it's kind of set to be like a Pokemon battle, but it's kind of like a puzzle game. I don't know. I never ever played it. I'd heard of it. I'd heard the name before, but I'd never played it before. So, interesting. It comes out on the 15th of July. And the last news story that I want to talk about this week is this one. It's pink. Adverts are crazy. Like, look at that for an advert. Like, look at that shit. That is an advert on the internet these days. It takes over the whole fucking screen. So if you can't tell, this part here that I'm about to highlight is the headline of the article. UK temperatures could top 43 degrees Celsius on the hottest day ever next week. This was published in the Metro, which is like a London newspaper. I don't know how reliable this news is, but it says that the Met Office, which is the UK Meteorological Office, which does weather stuff, right, warned that temperatures could hit a record-breaking 43 degrees Celsius next Sunday. Today I'm moaning about how hot it is. If this happens, I'm going to be like dead, basically. This would be the hottest day ever, which was seen in 2019 when temperature dials surged to 38.7 in Cambridge. And it comes as thousands flock to beaches and parks with temperatures already nearing 30 degrees this weekend, which is hot, right? Ryan says that's 109 Fahrenheit. Thank you for the translation, Ryan. As I've said before, Fahrenheit means nothing to me. But yeah, 109 Fahrenheit, 43 Celsius. That is ridiculous. And yeah, Tuesday is predicted to be one of the hottest days, with some areas hitting 33. Next weekend, we could have some really exceptional record-breaking heat, and it will ramp up suddenly like someone has turned on the gas. Some models from America indicate that we could see 43 degrees in East Anglia next Sunday, which would obliterate the current UK record. Guess what part of the UK I'm in, guys? I am in fucking East Anglia. So if that becomes a reality, it probably won't. It never does when you hear these things. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll be like, it's going to be the world's biggest snowstorm ever in the history of the land, and everybody's going to be buried under 10 feet of snow, and unless you're a Sasquatch or an abominable snowman, you'll never be able to get out of your home. And then, like, it never happens. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you get the same amount of snow. Like, do you know when you, like, open your freezer and you pull something out of your freezer and it's got a little bit icy, and sometimes a little bit of that ice, like, drops onto the floor in front of your freezer? That's about how much snow you get after this big crazy thing. Do you know what I mean? But apparently this might be a thing. And it says it's going to become very hot and sticky, because apparently at the moment we've got some quite pleasant dry heat. Now that is a fucking lie, if I've ever heard of one. So if there's anything else that makes me doubt the credibility of this article, there's that, because it is not dry heat right now. It is fucking hot and sticky already. Trust me. Trust me. It just is. Like, if you could feel between my thighs right now, it's fucking hot and sticky, people. A level 3 heat health alert has been issued for next week, with people urged to think about vulnerable groups that are around them. And Dr. Agostino Souza, the head of extreme events, like, I want that job, right? I want that job title. Head of extreme events. That sounds like a fucking good job, right? And health protection at the UK HSA. That doesn't sound so good. I just want that title. Head of extreme events. That sounds like a sick job title, right? Sounds like you're just putting on, like, fucking crazy, like, death metal gigs or something. You know what I mean? He says, we want everyone to enjoy the hot weather when it arrives, but also to check in on their vulnerable family, friends, and neighbours to make sure they are prepared for the warm conditions ahead. High temperatures are predicted for a prolonged period, so make sure to follow our simple health advice to beat the heat, such as covering windows exposed to direct sunlight, making sure that fridges, freezers, and fans are working properly, right? Meanwhile, Sam Hughes, the National Water Safety Partner, not such a cool title. Sam Hughes, you're lacking in job title. National Water Safety Partner. You're in the same article here as Dr. Agostino Souza, the head of extreme events. Like, you need to step it up a bit, Sam. But yeah, he has urged everyone to stay safe at the coast. And if you're planning to go to the beach, we'd encourage you to visit a lifeguarded beach and swim between the red and yellow flags. Apparently that's a thing. You'll never find me in the ocean, so it's not going to affect me. If you get in trouble in the water, float to live. No shit. No shit. Lean back, use your arms and legs to stay afloat, control your breathing. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But yeah, 43 degrees in the UK next week, allegedly. Next Sunday, which is when I'll be streaming next. So we'll find out if that became true or not. And if when I come onto the next stream, if there's just like a puddle of like flesh sitting here talking to you, like just a melted, like boggling looking squished up blah thing, I probably melted in the 43 degree heat, and maybe it was true. Maybe it was true. I don't think it will be. It probably won't get that hot. Either way, it's fucking hot already, and I don't want it to get any hotter, but it looks like it's going to. There you go, Ryan. Bobby Banproof, head of extreme events. I'm okay with that title. I want that job title. I'm all about that. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this week's news. And the next section that I would like to do is a little bit of I think we call it a retro reaction. A little bit different this week, but we're going to do it. Yeah, retro reaction. So, this week's retro reaction is this thing. You might have seen it before. I don't know if I've ever shown it on a stream before. I'm not going to open it up, which I normally do on a retro reaction, but I'm not going to this time. There's a reason for that. Allow me to explain what it is. I've discussed a few times how episode 1, Star Wars episode 1, is one of the things that got me into Star Wars so heavily. It's why I love it so much. When it came out in 1999, I would have been 13 years old. And that was the perfect age for me to fall in love with Star Wars. Whether you like the... hashtag burp squad. Whether you like the prequels or not, I absolutely love Star Wars episode 1. I love Darth Maul. And I love Star Wars episode 1. So, this is a present that Laura got me again. Again, retro reaction. Laura bought it for me. But if we go to the other head, you can see it is Walker's Crisps, which is like the UK's version of Lay's. Do you know what I mean? The logo's even the same. Look at that Walker's logo. It's exactly the same as the Lay's logo, right? Except it says Walker's. But this is a Jar Jar Binks sticky tongue toy, which is glow in the dark. It's a little bit overexposed on this camera, so it's hard to see. See if I can just notch down the exposure correction here a little bit. Oh, that's definitely the wrong camera. No. Whoa, now I'm too overexposed. Let me just try and get this. -1, please. -1. That's where I was on mine. And let me just try and get to the right camera controls here to try and drop the exposure a little bit. So we can, there you go. You can see a bit more of the detail there. Like, it's got like sculpted little details in it. See them? Can you see them now? Now it's not so. And it's glow in the dark. This was given away for free in Walker's Crisps. So if I remember rightly, which it doesn't say anywhere on the packet where you get it from. But if I remember rightly, when you bought like a 6-pack of Walker's Crisps during the time when episode 1 was coming out, you would get one of these inside. And if I remember rightly, so I never had the glow in the dark one, which I don't know if that was a rarer version. The one I had when I was a kid was like a pinky, beigey, pinky colour Jar Jar, with a pink tongue. It's still, but it wasn't glow in the dark. I told Laura about it, and I remember having it when I was young. And basically, it has a sticky like tongue, and you could like flick it out, and like it's like stretchy. Do you know what I mean? Like flick it, and the tongue would stick to stuff. So I used to like, it couldn't pick up anything heavy, right? But if something was like not heavy, like a Pokemon card, for example, it could pick this up. So like I would like put little pieces of paper on the floor, and I'd get this thing, and I'd like try and flick it, and the tongue would like stretch like a chameleon, and it would like grab pieces of paper. It was completely pointless, but it was fun to do so. Obviously it's taken from the scene where he wants to eat the little frog thing, right? I can't remember the name of those frogs. They have a name, the species of that creature. It's not actually a frog, obviously, right? But yeah, it's the same scene from Mos Espa, which is the Mos Espa Encounter, like episode 1 figure set that I opened on a different channel. I wish everything was on this channel. I'm debating re-uploading it still to this channel, so everything's here. But either way, I have a figure of Jar Jar holding that frog. But yeah, you can see. So the idea was that you cut out these two little creatures on the top, where the little, you know what these lines mean, like these like dotted lines, right? That means you cut stuff out. That's what that means, right? That's what they were for. You cut them out, right? You cut them out, and then you put them on the floor, and you use the Jar Jar Binks tongue to stick to him. And you don't grab him by the tongue, apparently. I don't know why. And then it says, if tongue becomes dirty, rinse in warm soapy water. Allow to dry before use. Toy may discolor porous surfaces if left in contact for long periods. So yeah, the one I had just went all disgusting, and like this sticky, like gungy looking tongue just turned into like fluffy, browny disgustingness, right? And that's why I'm not opening it today, or ever, because I don't want this one to turn into sticky, brown, fluffy disgustingness. I would like it to stay in its package. So the package is a bit beaten up. It's a little bit fucked up on the edges. But yeah, I mentioned it to Laura that I had one, and I used to find it really cool. I used to play with it loads when I was younger. And she went out and got me one. And she got me the glow-in-the-dark version. I don't know if it still glows. Yes, it does a little bit. It does. So yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. Randy thinks it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a Jar Jar Binks sticky tongue toy, which was a free gift in Walker's Crisps. You don't get things like that anymore, right? You don't get free stuff like that anymore. So yeah, that was my retro reaction for this week. It's a cool thing that I own. From 1999 probably. Does it have a date on it? Doesn't have a date on it. But yeah, I mean, episode 1 came out in 99, so this might have been pre-episode 1. Like during the promo period before episode 1 was released, or it could have been afterwards, I'm not sure. And there's not loads of information about it, but there was like episode 1 Walker's Crisp. There was like cool packages of. So yeah, if we switch over to the screen capture, you can see these were the packages that we used to get at the time, right? So there was like Cheetos and Walker's chicken flavored crisps with Obi-Wan on the front. This was the pinky version of it. This one here. There's not that many pictures of them, right? But yeah, there's another one here. You can see it. Like Star Wars crisps, where you could win £1 million apparently. I never won £1 million, unfortunately, but like an advertising campaign for it, right? Walker's Crisps, episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That was the promo for it, and it came with little cards or stickers or something, and you could win £1 million, and it would, inside your crisp packet, it would have like a little blue envelope kind of looking thing. It was inside the crisps, and when you opened the pack of crisps up, you got it out, and you opened up this little card foldy thing that you can see on this picture. These things here that you can see, and inside sometimes it would, like, you could win like a £5. You could win a free packet of crisps. You could win all sorts of stuff. And I can't remember this Jar Jar. I can't remember if you had to win it in this and then send away to get it sent out. Like, part of me remembers it being in the big like multi-packs of crisps. Part of me remembers it turning up in the post because we'd sent away for it. I honestly can't remember, and I've looked into it several times, and I've never been able to like find out the answer of how you got this, and I just cannot remember. But yeah, we had Star Wars crisps around the release of episode 1. We had Star Wars everything around the release of episode 1, to be fair. But that was something that I remember kind of vaguely. I can't remember the details, as I just said, but that was something that I remember. So last segment, I don't have a playtime with Banproof today because I haven't got anything to open that I don't want to make a separate video about at the moment. Apart from a really junky Black Series figure, which is just boring. No one wants to see it. So I'm not even going to show you. It's DJ Star Wars Black Series figure, and it's just sucky. I bought it more for like a background figure for photography, but anything else, I kind of want to make an actual video for it for the channel. So I don't have a playtime with Banproof. Wish I did. And I need to start like Randy says, show me. Do you mean the figure? It's this one. It's just a junky figure that was like on sale on Star Action Figures for like £4 or something, so that's why I got it. But yeah, right. Raid Boss been researching. These were only available having a winning scratch card in Walker's Crisp packets. So those little cards that you got, that must have been how we got it, and you must have had to send that away. But yeah, like I say, I had the pinky coloured one. Randy says that's not bad looking for Star Wars, but it's not bad. It's just a rubbish character. And I don't feel it warrants opening it on a video, to be honest, because it's just a rubbish figure. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay, and it would look cool just hanging out in the background in photos and shit, right? But yeah, Raid Boss seems to have found out how you got them. And you got them from a scratch card, which were like a little card that you got in there. But yeah, there's, like I say, there's this weird memory of it coming in, like in the post. Like, remember it turning up and me and my brothers being like, "It's finally here." Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't exactly remember, so I don't know if, you know how you sometimes have memories, but you don't know if they're real or not. That's how I remembered. So, but I guess that was the case. If you could only get them by having a winning scratch card, you must have had to send off for it. I'm guessing that's how you got to see it. But yeah, there's a faint memory in the back of my mind of that, but I can't remember. I can remember when I was really young, in cereal boxes, you could collect tokens from cereal boxes and get like Matchbox cars. And they had these like old, like Kellogg's cornflakes and Rice Krispies and different Cocoa Pops, different cereal like cars. You know what I mean? I wonder if I can find a picture of those. It was a Rice Krispies Matchbox car. I think they were Matchbox. There we go. Oh mate, this is the exact one as well. No way. No way. It's the exact one that I'm talking about. This. Where is it? This exact one. I can remember, like, one of my earliest memories of getting something like that was like, I can remember collecting like tokens from Rice Krispies boxes, and you collected them up and you sent them away on, like, you stuck them onto a little card thing that you cut out from the back of the cereal box, and you had to like stick like a 20p or something, like 20 pence, to cover the cost of postage or something. So you put your free like tokens on and you sellotaped a 20 pence piece onto the card or something like that, if I remember rightly. It might have been, I'm sure it was 20 pence. I don't know why. I just feel like it was 20 pence. And you sellotaped that onto this little card thing and you sent it off in the post. And like literally like months and months later, a little Rice Krispies truck came through the post. And I can remember that. And I can like, it was like, I can remember like, you know when you're a kid, you never get post, right? You never ever get post. There were several different ones here, but that definitely is the one. It's 1979, but that I wasn't around in 1979, but I believe that's the 1979 is the model of the car. Like it's a 1979 Model A Ford car. I don't think the toy came out in 1979 necessarily, but yeah, they were a thing, right? There was corn pops. There was all different ones that you could get by sending off, and they came in a little bag like this. But yeah, when you're a kid and you never get post when you're a kid, right? Really. And I can remember that's like one of my earliest memories of receiving something in the mail and being excited about it. Like, the Rice Krispies truck has finally arrived. You know what I mean? I was super happy with it, right? But yeah, a random memory. Crazy how these things go on. But yeah, as I don't have a playtime with Banproof, let's talk about music for a minute. So this week's Banproof Beats we've kind of alluded to already on the stream with the Metallica news story that we spoke about earlier, but it seemed to only fit in with Stranger Things and being a massive fan of Stranger Things and absolutely loving season 4. If you haven't watched it yet, get on it. It's awesome. Not really spoilers, but the song Master of Puppets is featured in Stranger Things 4. It's obviously introduced Metallica to a lot of new people. But I think people don't really think how about how amazing that song really is. So this week, Banproof Beats is where I add a song to a playlist which is linked in the description below. So it's a Spotify playlist, and basically what we do is we do this. We come to my own Spotify account and we choose a song and we say, so it's Master of Puppets by Metallica, and we press this little button here and we add it to a playlist, and the playlist is called Banproof Beats. We add it to that playlist, and you look at that playlist now, there's now 5 songs on it, and it's a mixture of some of my favourite music and some of my favourite songs ever. But Master of Puppets, it was an obvious easy choice, but kind of exacerbated by the fact that I was watching there's a YouTube channel called, is it called Loaded or something like that? But basically they interview like people in bands. Like they've got like Phil and Selma on there from Pantera and various other people from various bands, Lamb of God, like bands I haven't even really ever listened to before. A couple of people I didn't even recognize. But they ask like people from bands like, what's your favorite whatever song? Like, what's your guilty pleasure song to listen to? What pop music do you listen to? So you have like people like Slash and Phil and Selma talking about what their favorite pop song is, and weird questions, and they just ask them all, and it's like a compilation thing. It's very similar to the like tattoo artists react thing that they do on the Inked YouTube channel. Similar to that, but it's about metal music. And they asked all these people, what do you think is the greatest Metallica song ever? And I think rightly so, almost everybody after thinking about it for a while said Master of Puppets. It is almost, or not even almost, it is like a perfect Metallica song. It is from 1986. It was their third album. It was when Cliff Burton was still playing bass. It's just the perfect song. I can't really explain it any better than that, really. It's got, it starts off, it's just in your face, bam, 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 bam. Like, it's just like right in your face from the beginning, and then it's just fast and heavy, and the lyrics and, like the meaning behind the lyrics, and then it goes into that, like, slow and melodic. Then it gets heavier. Bam, 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 bam. And then the all that, like, it's like a journey. It's 8 minutes long, and it's like a journey of everything that Metallica can do. Like, it just takes you on a musical journey of Metallica and all the best parts of all of their stuff. I wouldn't say necessarily it's my favorite Metallica song ever. It's definitely fucking up there, right? There's some other songs that I might like better. I'm finding it hard to think of them though now. So like certain songs like Seek and Destroy has a certain like thing for me. So like Seek and Destroy was the first like metal song that I played on guitar with other people, like with my friend playing drums and another person playing bass, and like it was the first time that I like really made music with people. Like we were playing a Metallica song, but like we came together and we all knew how to play Seek and Destroy, and we all knew every fucking note and every fucking like drum beat, and we used to play it all the time because we could just play it from start to finish, and it was an easy one to sing while playing, like you could, because the main riff, dun 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 dun, like, scanning the scene and the city tonight, bum bum bum. You stop singing when you have to play, and the rest is just dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? So I could sing it and play it when I first started like playing metal music on guitar. So Seek and Destroy will always have like a special place in my heart because it brings back like memories of that first time. Like we're making music, like we just in a room with instruments. It's just it was the three of us at the time, and we're making this sound it's all coming from us. Like we're doing it. Like, do you know what I mean? Which was a special moment. So that song will always be like Seek and Destroy will always be way up there. It's one of like my favorite Metallica songs. Creeping Death up there, where one of my favorite Metallica songs. Harvester of Sorrow, Justice, all those songs. I love the Justice album. Like the the time signatures and the weirdness of it and the differentness of it. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of my favorite Metallica songs are from that album too. To Live Is To Die, tattooed on my arms, right? But greatest Metallica song ever. I don't think there's another choice apart from Master of Puppets. It's just got everything, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, that kind of watching that, having seen Stranger Things recently and hearing it on there, and I mean, you only need that first note, right? When Eddie got that guitar out and went bam, that was all you needed to know it was Master of Puppets. That it's just if you're a metal fan, you just needed that, right? That's all it needs. One note, bam. You don't even need the bam, bam, bam. You just know from the first note, right? Just call my name, cause I'll hear you scream, Master, Master. You know? So, you know, I just, hearing that there, and thinking that's cool. Like, this is a song Master of Puppets was the first Metallica CD that I had. And again, I playing instruments and shit. I had heard lots of Metallica music, and I mean, you're talking probably, these are the days of like fucking Napster and shit, right? Like, you know, Metallica and Napster, obviously. There was a reason they weren't happy about it, because I was using Napster to get Metallica songs. But the first time I had a Metallica CD was a whole album, rather than like just random songs on a computer, or like burn, or like recorded onto cassette tape by someone else, like where someone would like record you a bunch of songs from their CDs onto a cassette, so you had like a mixtape. I had the Master of Puppets album, and I remember getting it and listening to it and just being like, oh, wow, you know what I mean? Like Battery, like holy shit. Just crazy stuff. And then, so I had been playing guitar. I played guitar when I was like, I first picked up a guitar when I was about, I'm trying to think, I was in like year 3 at school in UK years, which I think would make you maybe 7 or 8, maybe. I learned a few chords on an acoustic guitar at that age, and we were learning in a group, and group learning for learning musical instruments sucks, which is what I found out, because you can only continue at the pace of the slowest learner in the group, and I picked it up pretty quickly, and I got really bored because we had learned like an E chord and a D chord, and that was all we learned. It wasn't even E, it was E minor and D were the 2 chords that we learned. And I fucking mastered them 2 chords, you know what I mean? I could play E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D, like all day long. I could switch quick. I had it down, do you know what I mean? But everyone else, well, not everyone, but a lot of the other people in this group guitar lesson that we were having at school, they couldn't nail the fucking E minor, let alone the D, do you know what I mean? That little triangle was too much for them. So I got bored of it. It got really boring, so I stopped doing it. My dad played guitar. He could play like most of the normal chords: C, G, E minor, E, A minor, all those like standard chords, an F chord, you know, like the weird normal F chord, not like the F bar chord. So he taught me a few other chords and stuff as well, and I learnt a couple of other like strummy acoustic songs, like mostly like old folk songs and stuff, like, because that's what we had learnt at school to start with, using 2 chords. And I stopped playing it because I got bored, because it was just boring. And it wasn't until later on, when I was like starting in high school, that I picked up a guitar again, and I still had the same old acoustic guitar that I'd had when I was a kid. It's probably like a 3/4 size acoustic guitar or something. And I got it out and I started trying to learn. And then the internet was around, like, and a friend of mine who was older than me, it was one of my friend's older brothers, showed me how tablature works. So how you could easily, without having to read music, you could look on the internet and learn how to play a song on the guitar by using tabs. And So I was like, I'm going to learn how to play some Metallica songs. And I tried to learn and it was really weird and I didn't quite get it. And then I would like, next time I went to my friend's house, I'd be like speaking to his brother going like, how do I do this bit? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, cause like when you read a chord in tab forms, if you don't know the chord, like you try and finger it wrong and it's just weird. You know what I mean? So he would say, no, you need to put your fingers this way, not this way or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, it makes sense. And then I'd go away and try and learn more. But I first learned songs, like I can remember learning how to play Rammstein, Du Hast, like on an acoustic guitar. I learned how to play that first. And like Smells Like Teen Spirit, that classic. Like I learned all this on an acoustic guitar from looking at tabs, because they were like easy, kind of like rocky metally songs to learn, but I was learning them on acoustic. And then I remembered that my brother had got like a crappy electric guitar for Christmas one year. He decided he played like saxophone, and he's 2 years younger than me, but he played saxophone and he played clarinet and he played flute. He played several instruments. Like my whole family played instruments and shit. Apart from me, really, like, because I got bored of the guitar and I didn't want to play like clarinet. Like, do you know what I mean? That's not very metal, is it? But yeah, I was like, I remembered he got an electric guitar like a year or so before for Christmas, like a cheap combo, like little crappy amp, Encore Stratocaster shaped like Strat copy. And he had this and never ever used it because he couldn't play guitar. He played all these other instruments, but he never knew how to play guitar. And it was just sat in a cupboard in the corner of our bedroom. There was a big, like, built-in wardrobe kind of thing, and it had been in there for ages. So I got it out, and I tried to start learning it on the electric guitar, and I was like, damn, this is easy to play, and all this stuff happened. But I had this Master of Puppets album, and my friend, whose brother had shown me some stuff on guitar, so he had started to play bass, and because he'd played bass quite a bit, like his brother had been showing him how to play different things, and I can remember I'd been listening to Master of Puppets, the whole album, just on repeat forever. Like, it was the shit. I love this fucking album. And he came round and he was like, dude, we were listening to it, and he's like, dude, I can show you how to play it. And we got this like crappy Encore Strat copy guitar out, and my friend showed me how to play like the opening riff of Master of Pop, not the opening, like the bam 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 bam. You know, he showed me how to play that, and I played it slow. Do you know what I mean? And over time, I got up to speed. You know what I mean? But he showed me how to play it, and that's like another massively fond memory I have of that album and that song, of it being it was the first time when like he had learnt how to play it like properly, and having like my friend, rather than my friend's older brother, but having my friend who was like the same age as me sit like there and with an electric guitar plugged into this crappy, horrible sounding amp, but it sounded sick at the time to me, right? To have him sit there and be like, like, and play that first riff of Master of Puppets, and like that was like a moment where I was like, damn, like I could do that, like I can learn how to do that. And that was the moment when I really started to try and learn how to play guitar. I wish I had more discipline, and I would have carried on playing it always and probably got way better than I ever did. But I have this weird habit of learning something to the point of where I can be competent enough to where to somebody who doesn't play guitar, I look like I can play guitar pretty good. To somebody who really plays guitar, they're like, you sucked, you know what I mean? But I do that with lots of things. Like I did it with skateboarding. I got to the point where someone who can't ride a skateboard was like, shit, that dude's sick, like doing a kickflip or whatever. But someone who can like 360 flip a big set of steps, son, and like kickflip nose slide on a ledge and whatever, like that kind of stuff. I could never do that. So someone who's like really good would think that I sucked, but to somebody who didn't skate, I looked like I could skate pretty damn good. You know what I mean? But I've always had this habit. I don't know what it is of getting to a point where I'm like competent at something, but not like an expert, and then I move on to something else. And I don't know why I do it. And I wish I had more discipline to stick to it. And just today, I was looking at guitars online because I feel like if I had a nice guitar and a nice amp, it would make me want to play it. You know what I mean? Like the guitar I have right now is one that I mishmashed together myself. I painted it myself, and I love it. It's cool. It looks awesome. I love it. It's like bright pink, but it's not a nice guitar. I feel like if I had a nice guitar, like it would draw me to it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd be drawn to play it. The worst thing I ever did was sell my ESP. I had it was an LTD by ESP. M202 black Kirk Hammett style guitar. It looked like Kirk Hammett's guitar, and I wish I sold it, and I wish I never did. And I think it was that moment where I kind of stopped really being invested in playing guitar because I didn't have my night. When you go from like a crappy, cheap Strat copy, no brand kind of shit, to like an LTD, like good guitar, and then you sell it because I was desperate for money, and then go back to playing a crap guitar, it's never the same. And I think that's probably where I would kind of stop being inspired to play guitar. So one day I would love to get another like nice guitar, and I feel like it would inspire me to play it more. But for now, that's my story, and that's why I love Master of Puppets, and I think it's one of the greatest Metallica songs ever. And that is why I've added Master of Puppets to the Banproof Beats playlist. And yes, Rayboss, the pink one is the guitar from the paint video. So me and my friend Lee, we got it was a PV Raptor. It started out as. We ripped it all to pieces, sanded all. It was red, like classic, like red Strat, red and white color. Stripped it all down, sanded it all down, painted it like hot pink. Painted the scratch plate glossy black, wired in different pickups to it and new pots and that sort of stuff. Put black hardware on it, like all the tuning pegs and the bridge and everything. It was now all black. Put it all back together, and made like what looks like it looks cool. Like it looks cool, but it's not a good guitar by any means. You know what I mean? A shit guitar, painted and stuff, it's still a shit guitar when you touch it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is that one. Yeah, I do love it. I love how it looks, and I love the fact that I created it myself. But I'd like a nice guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like a nice guitar that plays nice, like my old ESP would have done. Because I missed that. It was a really nice guitar. And then I had a Les Paul. It was a Les Paul copy, but it was like a nice one. And I dropped it on the headstock, and the neck broke. So that one was gone. So I've had a few decent guitars, but there's always been a reason why I don't have it anymore. And I'll one day I'll get another one. But yeah, that's Banproof Beats for today. And this stream has been going on for 2 hours now. And I've got work in 9 hours from now, so I really need to get some sleep and wrap this one up. So Ryan says that's awesome. I'm not sure what we're talking about because I haven't really been looking at comment. I went on a big rant, right? Big massive rant. But to any of you guys that are still out there watching, whether you're watching live in the chat or whether you are watching on the recording, if you're watching on the recording, leave a comment. Let me know you're there, right? Let me know. Tell me if you've enjoyed it and all that stuff, right? But thank you, people. Have a good night too, Raid Boss. I appreciate you all hanging out with me for this long, just talking shit, right? Still amazes me that you turn up, but you keep coming back every week. So thank you, people. Anyone, like I say, whether you're watching recorded or whether you're here live, Ryan was talking about the part where you learned the intro to Master Puppets, right? Yeah. So like these are like stories. These are like little moments that you always remember about like music. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like one of the cool things that I like about doing this Banproof Beats section. Like gives me a chance to like talk about these little moments. You know what I mean? Because there's little, whether it be you were doing a certain thing while a certain song was playing, or whether it would be like going to like a gig and hearing a song live for the first time, or there's little things that kind of probably you would normally forget about, but because there was like music tied to it, when you hear that song, it like takes you back to that moment. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, like that was it for Master of Puppets. That's one of the moments with that song that I remember so much, and having it on cassette as well and listening to it while I was delivering newspapers when I used to do my paper round. Be riding around on my little BMX with a cassette like Walkman with like old fucking like headphones, like shitty headphones, listening to Master of Puppets on cassette, like the album. I had that on cassette, and then I had another cassette which had Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavour Water by Limp Bizkit. And again, that's another album that I love, and I'm sure will come up on Banproof Beats at some point. But anyway, thank you all for watching. You guys are all fucking awesome. Hopefully there'll be a video in the week at some point. But if I don't see you before then, I'll see you next Sunday at 10 p.m. because that's what we do every Sunday, 10 p.m. It's the Sunday stream. I wish I could think of a better name for it, but I can't. And it's got alliteration, Sunday stream, right? So it works for me. The Sunday stream, the Banproof Sunday stream, every Sunday, 10 p.m. UK time. Thank you for coming and hanging out. You are all fucking awesome. And until next time, you know what to do, right? Stay Banproof. Hail Satan. You guys are the best. You're awesome. Thank you, people. I'm out of here, though. Peace. Peace.
Got my number figured out. A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in. Don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer. I'd rather be free. I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine. I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. Wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in. Don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine. I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. I'd rather be a dreamer.